Hey, what's up guys, Beer Fox and welcome to the vlog. That's right, and happy holidays by the way. Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and Festivus and all that jazz. Festivus was 2 days ago, Seinfeld. But anyway guys, yeah, we've been just kind of chilling. Glitter Mom got me a ton of games which I'm installing. Hitman Absolution is installing right now. So many games. I'm behind on my gaming, so I gotta catch up. But and more Let's Plays, that's for sure. I still got Saints Row going up, and I have Herobrine's Mansion. Yeah, I actually have to render out the last episode. It's so bad. It's like an hour long. I don't want to render it. Gets boring because I cannot beat that Wither. It just frustrates more than anything. Anyway, guys, I want to talk to you about something very awesome. I think you guys should check out is Indie Game the Movie, and I kind of wanted to. I actually just got done watching it. I work night shift, so I'm kind of like chilling. 7 a.m. And I just watched it, and I kind of want to do like a little review. It's like a unrefined, just what I thought about it review. You know, not really like well thought out. I did make a couple notes though. But yeah, it was basically what they did was they followed around indie developers, and specifically it was Super Meat Boy and Fez. And if you guys don't have this, also if you go to Humble Bundle 7, they have that come with the bundle this time. So on this pack, you can get all those games, of course, and a bunch of others. Funny enough, I don't think you get Fez. I don't know. But anyway, so one thing I wanted to know about it though was after watching the movie, so many feels, gave me all the feels. But I don't feel bad about ripping on and into AAA titles anymore. Like when they talked about Red Dead Redemption, like 1,000 people over 5 years worked on, you know, games like that, and like at least that's what he was saying. I don't know if it exaggerated, so yay for doing research. But anyway, the whole point is though, yeah, they have these big backers and everything else, and essentially it's people who are told what to do and they have to do it and everything else. But there's no excuses for, you know, doing certain things in all honesty, and that's why, like, especially when And with this, it made me realize it even more, and how much right I felt and glad I did was like with War Z. War Z is if you want to call it indie, but it's actually a game that is wannabe Daisy, but they ripped off another game to help move the textures over. So a lot of the textures are the same. I can't remember the game name now, but essentially it's this game that you got leftover bits, you know, from another game, the unfinished game, and I moved it into War Z. In fact, actually, I think the game finished, so that's even worse. But so anyway, the whole point was, then they put it on Steam, and then they lied about everything that was in it, that wasn't in it, and said it was actually future features that aren't in the game. So and you know, it's like and somebody was like in the comments, they were talking about, they're like, oh, Bebop, I've been watching you for a long time, and I've never seen you, you know, like rip into a developer like War Z during the Vox of Gaming. And there's a reason why, because if you don't express and say this is unacceptable, like, and lying to consumers. I mean, Steam even refunded people, you know, anybody who's unsatisfied with the game can get a refund. How ridiculous is that? And that's the reason why. It's because if we accept it, then it's only going to happen more, and other game publishers and developers find that acceptable. They think that people aren't going to do anything. They're gonna, you know, wait on the sidelines and not care and still give them their money. So that's, I'm glad Steam really drew a line in the sand there, and I did too on the Vox of Gaming, because that's how I feel. You know, it's very passionate when they try to abuse the system. It's kind of like the DRM thing I'm passionate about too, where it's like on release, the day they release a game, they also release DRM DLC that you have to download. It's like, what? Why don't you just put it in the game and make it a better game instead, so you can have a better product, you know? But it's so annoying. Instead of making you pay an extra like $5-10, stupid. Anyway, but it also made me realize how many indie games I haven't played. I haven't played Fez. You know, I mean, I know it was huge. Martin in Littlewood, he played it, enjoyed it. It was in the news a lot. But that's what made me realize I don't want to spend too much time. I'm actually, you know, kind of getting off on a lot of different tangents about how I feel about things. But let's see. Also, oh, I love seeing the creative process, and indie creators, it's always very public, so you always see that creative process. Of course, it's Mojang and stuff like that, you see that, but this was so much more, I don't know, because obviously they're more of an underdog than Mojang now. But it's always amazing to see that creative process, because you don't see stuff like that with Assassin's Creed, with Ubisoft, and a lot of great games like Skyrim and stuff. You don't see that creative process, but imagine if you could. Like I just think alone that would be a great like so much fun to watch. But or maybe not, because maybe the head honcho is like, no, crack the whip, just do this and make only that. But the other thing is, it's kind of like when Skyrim did there for a weekend. They did a game jam where for 1 week they made whatever mods that they wanted to implement into the game, which now are pretty much in the game, including housing, dragon riding, so much vampires, little gnomes, I believe, whatever, gnomes. I think they're little orcs or something, but anyway, that was like, that's them having fun. Like, imagine if you just let them always do that. Also, man, this movie, so many reactions and feels, because the Fez dude, the Fez guy is taking, like, I mean, you're indie, you're taking stuff to heart. You don't have any money essentially when you make games like this, and then you're really lucky when you do make it. And like, especially the last few years, indie developers have really blown up because of the support from the gaming community. And the Fez dude just took so much to heart. It's such a personal project, and it's great, and that's why we love indie games and everything else. But man, like, I mean, he had so much drama going on in his life, and it's all in this documentary. It's really raw and beautiful, and I thought that was great to see. And this Fez dude, then he's like, he was asked by the people doing the documentary. They basically just said, well, what happened if you can't finish the game? What happened if something like doesn't let you release it? And he's like, he didn't even like hesitate. He's like, I would kill myself. And I was like, like, my jaw was on the floor for so long, because I've never seen such a genuine reaction to something so passionate, I guess. Like, I was like, oh my god, like, that dude's serious, because I mean, he had no money, working with stuff and everything else, and it was just really, I can't really say admirable, but it was just really nice to see that kind of passion, behind something. But the other thing too, and then he had a game-breaking bug at PAX, and I was like, oh my god, no! And I just wanted the best thing for him. And then later on it got better, but it was like, man, you could see it. And that's what I loved about this documentary. Now, I haven't seen the Mojang documentary yet, and I kind of feel like, I don't know, I may be bored, because so much of what I talk about is Minecraft, and I don't think they will. We'll see. We'll focus on the actual emotions behind it, so like true emotions, because I feel, I don't know, I'll see. Like I said, I know they will with fans and stuff. I've heard a lot about stuff that I've done there. I know I'm in there for like a millisecond or something, but I hope they do. I don't know, I'm not dogging on anything. I haven't watched it yet, so but I look forward to it. I'm gonna be probably actually watching that next, do another video review on that. But also, that's what the beauty of the indie game documentary was. Indie game, the movie was, it had real emotion. It was raw, and you get to actually see truly what's going on behind their mind. And by the way, Super Meat Boy guys, awesome dudes. Like, the two guys who made it, awesome dudes. Like, I love the goatee beard dude. That he's really cool and down to earth. But also, like, it makes me more connected with the indie community, I think, because that's what I want to do, but it's so hard to, because it's hard to bring up the underdog, unless if you're somebody big like Kotaku and stuff like that. So with like the Vox of Gaming, the numbers, our Minecraft Monday show number is 4 days a week, but man, like, if they were, then that would be even more amazing, and I could help people. But maybe I should switch segments around. I don't know. I've been thinking about how I can improve the show and change it and make it more efficient and enjoyable as a viewer. And I think maybe make the Indian Kickstarter segment first, and then the news that everybody talks about. And that's why I'm kind of like, everybody talks about this. Like, no matter how much fun I'm gonna have a spin on something and telling you guys about news or something that is leaked or true or not a lot of people have covered. Either way, it's still the general broad. It's good knowledge to have, I think, but everybody's talking about it, and that's what I don't like. I like the Minecraft Monday show. When I started it, I started because I was the only one. It was a show I wanted to create and watch, and it was a show nobody else was doing. And I felt like it was something that people who are even as busy as me could sit down at least once a week and get caught up on a game, rather than scroll through forums and get caught up on. So that's something that I really wanted to hit home. And I don't feel like the Voxy Gaming is doing that just yet. In a way it is, but it's such a broad genre it's covering, so anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that. That's enough of me ranting. I hope you guys enjoyed my little insight of gaming and stuff. I don't know, but just kind of keep it real and talk with you guys. Thanks for watching. As always, be sure to like, subscribe, comment below, and try to vlog more often. But I'm gonna go ahead and watch the indie game movie now, get some popcorn, get my drink on, get some powdered water drink on. God, it's so addicting, but probably so bad for me. Everything's cancerous nowadays, right? But anyway, guys, again, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. And tell me what you guys thought. Did you guys, anybody in the crew, in the audience here, see the indie game movie? Tell me what you guys thought about it. But thanks for watching. As always, brah!